Hi, in this session let us talk a few things about the BitBucket console. I'm Kumar and welcome to my channel on tech and tutorials. So in your organization, you might not be seeing this same console. Probably you would only have your repository once you log in into your BitBucket console. But anyway, you can go ahead and create a BitBucket account in the cloud hosted bitbucket.org and see for yourself what are the options available in BitBucket. So let us start from the settings part for our login. So if you come on the left hand side, there is that your profile and setting in the bottom here. So you can click on this and you can go to your personal settings here. So you see all your BitBucket username settings which you can of course change, and then the other settings here where for your email alias and notifications and all. The main thing here is actually the SSS keys, which basically you need to generate in your system and add it here. So you can add it here in your login itself, or you can add the same thing within your repository level also. Next, let us go to our workspace. So if you come back again in your profile and setting, you will see all your workspaces here and the most recent workspaces shown up here. So you can go to the all workspaces and you see in my case I have actually two workspaces here. So one is this Kumar, which is my workspace, and other one is the shared workspace with another user. And if you see here, there are two members. One is the one which I am logged in, and then the other user member which shows up here. And then you can't manage this shared repository because I am not an admin for this repository in KRS-20. Next, let us go into this workspace, which is my workspace. And so if you come within your workspace, you will see your repository and all, and you go to the settings here. Okay, so once you are inside your workspace setting, you can actually change your workspace here from this option here. But main thing here to look into is the user group. You can add email IDs into a group, multiple emails into a group, and add it from here. Also, you can add the same thing from your repository as well. And you have the other Jira integrations and all. If you have a Jira account and all, you can actually link it into this from here. And then you can see your audit log, who logged in, and all those things here. Okay, next let us go into the projects. Now you see the project under this workspace. So I have one project here which is listed here. From here you can of course go ahead and create projects. You can select this button and you can create a new project. Let us go inside the one which is already created, BB project 1, which brings us into our project settings page. So in this project BB project 1, I have one repository, and this is the project settings. Here in bitbucket.org, you don't have much in the project settings page. Only there's a name, and you can make it a private project and all. And of course you can go ahead, and if you want to delete this project, you can delete this project from here. You can also click this plus sign here, which will bring up all the things which you can create from this level. The repository, you can create workspace project, or you can import, and you can do a snippet also here from this level. Next, let us go to the repositories, and once I am to the repository page for this project, I can go ahead and go inside my repository, and this brings us to our repository page. And here you see all the options, very similar to what you will see within your enterprise environment. So these are all the options which you will see once you log in into your repository. And if you are not an admin, probably you would not see the repository settings option for any repositories. If you are not an admin user, you will not see this repository setting. So let us go into the repository settings and see what are all the options which we have. Okay, so this is the main repository details page. You can change your repository name and all, and forking and landing page and save, or you can delete this repository, and these are all the options here. Next, let us see the user and group access. So this is the main thing here where you will add your users and all. You can actually go ahead and add any user. For example, say I want to add an user like Kumar'S @xyz.com, and I will click add. So this is the same thing within your organization also. You can actually go ahead and add users into your repository if you are the admin for that repository within your enterprise environment. For now, I'll just add this. So I have just added one user here. So this is very similar to what you will have in your enterprise environment. You can go ahead and add it in a similar way if you have the admin privileges. Since I am the owner for this repository, I was able to add it. If you are not an admin, you cannot add any user. Even you will not see the repository setting option. So you can see here this user what I have added is having read access. So you can change this here once the user logs in. So once when you have selected, you could have selected this read, write and admin option. Next is the access keys. From here you can add your SSH keys which you will generate in your system to be able to connect to this repository. We have seen this same add key in our personal settings also. You can do it in the repository level as well. Next is the workflow. Here you can actually see that you can add permissions for a particular branch, not for the whole repository, but for a particular branch you can give access to somebody, and you can have something like user 1 has access to the branch but he does not have access to the whole repository. This will save us from accidental push of code into the master branch and all. Next is the branching model. What branching model you want to set for your repository. So for example, you want to use main branch, use specific branch as your developmental branch and production branch and all, and what are the branch prefix you want to specify for your teams to work with. You can all define it from this branching model option. Next is the merge strategies. You can specify how to merge between the branches and all. You can default merge strategy is you should have a merge commit here, which is selected by default here. You can have squash, fast forward, merge and other options. You can change it from here. So next is the pull request. So for example, you have changed something and you want to raise a PD or pull request. Then you can set the options here how the users or your teammates should do the pull request. You can add whatever users you would have added in the users and group access. You can find those name here and you can add it. Who would review your pull request and all, you can add it from within this default reviewers. So whenever you do a pull request from bitbucket.org, you can actually see that you can actually select those users and issue the pull request. And what should be the default description when you do a pull request, you can define it here, and other things like excluded files and all. And then the wiki page, you can enable the wiki page from here, which will actually create a new page for your repository. Okay, that's about the repository settings. We have talked about all the options which are important for working with your repository. Source is where you will see all the source code files, and if you go to the commits, you will see all the commits, and you can search through the commits and you can search through your branch commits and all. This repository is having only 2 commits. You can search through username and all from this search option. And branches will give you all the branches, active branch, and if you want to see all the branch and all, you can see it from here. This one is having only 1 branch. Next is the pull request. If you have some branch and you want to merge it into your master branch, you can do that from here. You can do a create pull request. Right now this is having only 1 branch, that's why it's not showing us any option. Again, you can see the create option here. Here you will see all this create, whatever we were talking earlier, and then this has all the other options, how to clone this repository and all. You can also create a branch from here, create a pull request. You can compare branches and tag, and you can fork this repository from this plus option. So that's all about the BitBucket, cloud-based BitBucket repository. Thank you.